All right. In this course, basically what we're going to cover, in case you're wondering what we have left, under content, I put our slides. We're going to finish up chapter 3 today. We're going to talk about our assignment. Next week, we're actually going to do chapter 4. Then throughout the course, we're going to do 15 or 11 through 15. They're actually out of order, but so we're not covering all the chapters. Reason is this book is actually a wireless and mobile device security book. So we're going to do the mobile device security aspect of it. Okay? But I did put the PowerPoints up there, and the other PowerPoints, if you want them, are there as well. Okay? So you can look at that. Okay? Now, we left off here. We mentioned it a little bit in week 1, but it's a big deal, and there's something I want to bring up about it. Anyone ever have a Blackberry?
Mm-hmm.
You like it? Then, did you like it?
Yes, I liked it.
Right. Back when I had one, I loved it because you could do so much stuff you couldn't do. Did you find what the problem was? It's very slow.
Yep, I noticed that.
Okay. Take me off at ESX1. Put me on a fast one. Like 4. Put me on 99. Okay. But the point is, BlackBerry came out, and it was, like it says here. Actually, don't say it on this slide. There it was. It was developed for an IT department. So it was made for managers, it was made for IT. It really wasn't focused around individual customers, even though it was used quite a bit. It enabled push emails. Y'all know what push emails is? Okay. And what push emails is, your phone will beep when you get an email. Okay. Mine has been beeped earlier, beeped the other day. And so what happens is, when I get an email, the server then tells my phone, it basically sends the email to my phone. There's a push and a pull. Push means the servers push me the email. Pull means I have to go get the email. What do you all have yours set to? Does anyone know?
I'm on push.
You have it on push? Does anyone else even know what they set theirs to?
Yeah, I'm on push.
Okay. I actually leave mine on pull. Reason is, I get tired of people messaging me and say there's another email. See, it never fails. You know, if an assignment's due at midnight, when does everybody start working on it? 11:45. And if my phone's on push, guess what happens? Ding, ding, all night long, and it drives me crazy. So, but when I do want it, I can't turn it on. It's quite simple. But it really changed the way the thing works. And that's what this chapter talks about a little bit. 2007, we got the first iPhone. Did anyone actually buy the first iPhone? I didn't. I think I got the third one. Okay. It was the first real smartphone out there, and still the only smartphone out there. Some of you have that other crap. But we do have Android after that, and both Android and Apple now support push. So what did that do to BlackBerry? Killed it. So ever since iPhone came out and Android came out, BlackBerry's kind of gone. And it's still there, isn't it? Somewhat.
The military still is using it.
Okay. But not only anymore. No. There are a lot of places, like Tinker is allowing iPhones now.
Really?
Oh, yes, they are. They're actually issuing iPhones. So things are changing. Here at Rose State, they actually issue iPhones. Okay. So by bringing other smartphones, it kind of killed BlackBerry. And the nice thing about Android and Apple, they're really made around the consumer, not necessarily around the IT department. And that actually brought up an issue. Because, like, when Tinker wanted to get the iPhone, they had to make sure it was secure and make sure all that stuff that was automatically built in BlackBerry was available on the iPhone. I remember taking a cruise in Mexico, and my BlackBerry was getting emails. And I could text and everything, all for free, without any international roaming. The BlackBerry service you pay, it was like, wasn't it $35 a month or something you had to pay for, whatever it was. That included all that, so it was kind of nice. Okay. But this is a big issue right here, okay? They say here, it says, first open the door to bring your own device, okay? BlackBerry did. What happened is, companies started buying the BlackBerries for people. Like I said, the military, and a lot of people got that. I had my own, but a lot of companies do them. But, excuse me, what it gave them, read the second bullet here, gave them 24/7 access to email. So what does that mean? For the company, what does that mean? So if I am the commander on Tinker, me giving you a device that you can now get email 24/7, what does that mean?
You're on call 24/7.
You're on call 24/7. Okay. So I might be paying you for 40 hours, but how many of you check your email at night around weekends? We all do. Okay? I check mine all the time. On vacations. Yeah, I made a joke the other day. A student, I take a lot of cruises. I teach a lot of online classes. The student emailed me. He says, "Hey, I'm on a cruise this week. I will not be able to submit my work." So I reply back, "Well, I'm currently on a cruise as well. Grading your homework, you shouldn't have a problem." So basically, it gives you the ability to do everything. But yeah, with this 24/7 access to everything, you can work at night, you can work your weekends. And there's many times when I detect problems on the system at night and contact Roy. He ends up being sleeping, so I have to fix it, that kind of stuff. Okay. But BlackBerry gave us true mobile. We actually could start doing stuff at different locations other than just a phone. Okay. We could travel. We could just do all kinds of stuff with it. So now, does anyone have a phone for work here? I mean, actually, work gives them the phone. Anyone? Probably not. I don't have that anymore. But a lot of people that do, they actually end up having multiple phones. Which, it's funny. Mark Jensen, one of the head guys out at CNI at Tinker, hates Apple. Hates them. He is like total against it. Guess what kind of phone they gave him? They gave him an iPhone. So he was like, because it was funny. He posted a picture of his new phone, like, "Oh, you finally converted." He goes, "I had no say in the matter," but basically they gave him a phone. So it's kind of funny, okay? So it says the Newfound connectedness also erase lines between work and not work. So now you can get people to do work at home without paying them for it. And I don't know if the slides go into it. Actually, let me bring up the book real quick. There's a number in here I want you to see. Okay, it's near the end of the chapter. Let me find it. Oh, is this the one? No, that wasn't it. Hold on. Where's it at? Okay, it says, considering a salary employee makes $100,000 a year, his hourly rate comes out to be $37 per hour, assuming he works 60 hours a week for 48 weeks of the year, taking 4 weeks of personal time off. Applying the assumptions, if the person has a smart device, he or she will spend 90 extra minutes per workday, 180 extra minutes per weekend day, and 90 minutes per day of personal time off. Checking in, creating, replying work, so on and so forth. Since that basically he's working 700 extra hours of work, not getting paid for it. Do you ever think of it that way? It's like, wow. So, so Tinker gave Mark that phone. Okay. So did the phone cost him anything is my question. Because they're actually getting more than that back in productivity. It's like it says here, if you build at an hourly rate, that'll be more than $25,000. If they were to pay that guy that amount of money to actually do work, they'd cost them more than $25,000. So instead, they spend $1,200 on the device, which is a lot cheaper now. What?
Should be up.
That should be up. Okay. So what's happening is they're spending money on the device and giving it to you for free. And then you're being a lot more productive, and they're not having to pay for it. So it's kind of weird, isn't it? But is there anybody here who would turn down a phone from work if it was free? No, I think we all would take one. Because I do it on my own phone anyway. Okay, let's continue on. Okay, so first we talked about our first smartphone came out. By end of 2015, there'll be more than 2 billion smart devices. You all see Apple is poised to become the first trillion-dollar company. They're now worth more than double of Exxon and everybody else. It's like, so if they continue to grow 15 times their size now, they can pay off the debt, national debt. So I think we'll get them to do that? Probably not. Okay. All right, it says market value of more than $700 billion in smartphones. Wow. Okay. Applications, set to be worth another $25 billion. There was a guy, you know what Bejeweled is? I'm assuming y'all know what Bejeweled is. It's a game. There's a kid who made it was like triangles, similar to Bejeweled. He was a college student who delivered pizza at night and wrote that app. Sold it for 99 cents. It says the way you make money on the App Store is every time zone is when you get your check once a month. So every time the time zone would hit the next time zone, he would get another check. He had, over $1 million deposited in his bank just from that one game. Because people are okay paying 99 cents. But enough people do it, they get a lot of money. So it's just crazy. When I went to the Encase conference last year, the guy there was saying he lost track of how many apps he's made. It's like, wow, that's crazy. All right. Look at the data usage. Okay. Now, this is obviously only through 2010, but look at the U.S. Heck, look at everybody's data usage. Okay. It says data usage grew on the average of 400% per year in the U.S. and 350 pretty much Western Europe. That's a lot of. How much? Yeah, I wanted to show you all this. Okay. You don't have to write down any of this information. Stop writing down, Roy. Oh. What? There it is. Okay, I'm going to log into my account here.
I gotta be such a busty.
All right. Nope. Okay, I'm logging into my AT&T account here. Okay. I pay basically $254 a month. That's for 3 phones and a MiFi. Okay. Look how much data I got left. 45 gigs of data left. Okay. What I have is I have the 30 gig plan.
Does that mean I can call Bethany now?
Okay, I have the 30 gig plan, but now since AT&T brought back rollover, but y'all do, you know how the rollover works? Only rolls over for 1 month?
Yeah.
It kind of sucks. But I was looking at this, I'm like, wow, this is me right here. Look how much data I've used. 0.4 gigs. The reason I switched to this bigger plan, the 30 gig plan, is Virginia was going to school for a while, and they had no Wi-Fi in her building, so she was having to use her phone to tether everything. And I like to have it. And I got this MiFi here. Y'all know what a MiFi is? It's teeny tiny. It's about so big. It's basically portable Wi-Fi. When I go out doing all my mystery shops, I just put it in my pocket. Then my phone have Wi-Fi access the entire time. Because my pictures only sync via Wi-Fi. Yeah, because I have an Apple, obviously, and my phone will sync via Wi-Fi to iPhoto. So when I'm out doing my shops, my photos automatically sync back to home. And Virginia can actually be putting in the results while I'm out doing them. So it makes it very handy. So, all right, I just want to show you a couple of my bills here. You tell me if I'm on the right plan here. Okay. I have unlimited texting, don't we all? Pretty sure we all do. Okay. Come on. Okay. So, who's using the most? Obviously, Virginia's using more than anybody else. Okay. Which is fine. Here's texting. Wow. Okay, no, I win on texting. Look at that. I got 426 of unlimited. Yeah, so I'm winning on texting. Talk. I don't. They even keep track of that anymore? I want to show.
Why would they?
So I'm going to go to last month. Okay. So that'll be a full month. So I have a 30 gig plan. So how much did I use? 8.73 gigs. So what does that tell you? Downside. That's what Zach and I was thinking, why the hell do I have the 30 gig plan? Okay. See, Bethany's phone here, she pretty much uses it home. Okay. Mine, I use it out, but actually, yeah, this is my MiFi. This one has most because that's the one I transfer the pictures with. Virginia uses quite a bit as well because she takes 8 billion pictures. Okay. So, but texting, do you think I'm okay with unlimited? Yeah, because I'm using a bunch there. Let's look at another month. My point was, is my usage going up? So this month is only 5 gigs. So in December to January I had 5 gigs. January, February I had 8 gigs. Now let's go back to November to December. 6 gigs. So it's still about the same, isn't it?
8 seems to be a magical cap.
Oh, there's 12.
Oh.
There's 12. Okay. So, you still think I'm paying too much?
How much would they charge you if
If I went over at all?
yeah. They just bump up and give you another gig, I think.
Yeah, they do, and it's like so many dollars for the gig. Say,
Maybe.
I had 10 gigs for the longest time. But you know what really drove me crazy is the constant emails. You've reached 65% of your usage. You've reached 70% of your usage. So they had the deal where if you sign up for 30, you paid for the price of 20 or something like that. But
If they do that, that doesn't go towards your usage.
what doesn't?
The messages that tell you what your
Oh,
usage
yeah,
is.
yeah, I know. Yeah, this doesn't count. But my point is, I don't, looking at these figures we just saw, I can't see, well, actually, I'm looking over the last year. But I guess since 2009, my data usage has gone up. Okay. Is there any apps that you found for your phone that actually work better as an app than they do on a website? You think so? My bank's app is so easy. Deposit. And anyone deposit checks with their phone? That is the handy dandiest thing in the world. I have not gone to the bank. No, I did. I went once because there was like a $2,500 limit, which I didn't know. I kept trying to deposit. It kept rejecting. And like, oh, you can only deposit $2,500. But yeah, and I see it happening more and more and more. Yeah, it's just going crazy. Okay. So my usage, I think I'm paying too much. But it's okay. I'll live. Because even back in 2013, how much was I using then?
So that means I owed him like $20, and I gave him $20. So that means you guys need to jump into the parking lot and at least work $20. Just saying. Just saying.
I don't have 20 bucks.
Just saying.
Okay, so data usage has gone up, like we just mentioned. Okay. Data plans. How much do y'all pay for your? You saw I'm paying $254. I'm assuming that's.
Two lines and I pay less than $100.
Right.
And that's unlimited everything.
What do you pay, Somerset? Or what did I call him earlier?
It was.
It wasn't Sunbeam. It was
No, Sunbeam.
Sunbeam. Yeah.
About $50.
50 bucks. Is that what everyone's paying? About 50 bucks?
I paid $2.6 million.
Wow, I think I'm paying too much. All right, but the plans are normally about $100 a month is what they come out to. Okay. Now the phone, I thought that was a very interesting thing. See the second bullet? The phone is a $100 one-time cost. Is that right? Okay, who here does not upgrade phones frequently?
Everybody does.
We all do. It's like yeah, this was the iPhone 6 Plus. Now, you know what happens when the iPhone 7 comes out? I want to get it. You know I'm going to.
And they may give it to you free, but guess what? Truthfully, you're actually paying for it.
Exactly. Says for $1,300 a year, company gets access to workers at a much greater percentage of their time. So, even though Rose State's not paying for my phone, they're actually getting my usage more than that. And when I used to work for an ISP downtown, I made so many phone calls, they actually started paying for my phone. But then when I quit, I took it back. So, all right. I think that's pretty much all. Yeah, that's the end of that chapter. Okay, so we finished chapter 3. Now we're going to talk about the assignment. Okay, and just so you know, we're going to cover part of chapter 4. Then we're going to jump to chapter 11. It's not that the other chapters aren't important. It's just they're more focused on wireless networking rather than mobile. Okay, so don't freak out on that. Okay, so let me stop this.